Hi, I'm Sherman Snyder, Mastercam AE out of the Houston, Texas area for MLC CAD systems. And today we're going to be talking about the Unified Toolpath and Blade Expert within Mastercam. The Unified Toolpath does have some new selection features as of 2025, and we will also talk about the tool axis control, then move along to Blade Expert and how it streamlines the process of roughing and finishing. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now we see the impeller on my screen, and I have a few things already loaded here. We can see that I already have the round bar stock loaded as a stock model. This stock model will be used whenever we start creating processes. To start our processes, I'm actually going to use the area rough operation found underneath the 3D toolpaths, and we're going to be finishing and roughing off of these faces first. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and select my machining region, and let's zoom in and catch that little area here as well. And we can end our selection. I'm going to select the boundary as well, and we'll green check, and I'm going to set this to the center of my tool here for the compensation. And let's select our 3-inch high feed mill. I like comments, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a comment of rough profile. From here, we'll go ahead and set some feeds and speeds. And I'll tell you what, let's change this to a feed rate that's a little more reasonable for a feed mill. Next, we're going to go over to our cut parameters. And I'm going to set this to climb mill, but let's give it a step down that's a little more reasonable for the feed mill as well. And under our linking parameters, I'm going to give it my typical 1-inch clearance that I like. And let's look at our lead in and lead outs. I want to adjust my lead in to be horizontal. I'm going to give this a radius entry of 1 inch. And I'll do the same thing for my secondary leads as well. Let's not forget to adjust our entry motion type. I actually want to ramp into my part as we go around the outside. And we'll green check, and I'll say OK to this for my boundary on the surfaces here. And we'll let this go ahead and generate. So now you can see my entry that we've adjusted on the back side here. Let's go ahead and move the operation where it needs to be under my 3D toolpaths. And let's move this down for my unified toolpath example that we're about to cover. So I actually want to start by creating a stock model. And this stock model is going to represent the after rough. And we'll pull the information from our stock setup. This stock setup is driven by the stock setup options here. And then we need to tell it what toolpath is being taken away. So we're going to select our rough profile. Once this generates, if I zoom in, we can actually see the step downs from our rough operation.